Well, 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 it is time for another edition of Let's Draw. It's very simple. I'm going to take you step by step through a drawing. We're going to draw something whimsical, something extra colorful tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So just follow along, even if you do not think you're an artist. You're wrong. All right, this is as easy as it gets. Take it one step at a time. Pencils, crayons, pens up. Let's go do this. Let's start out sort of in the middle of our page, with just a straight line down, kind of like that. All right. Now we're gonna draw a line that goes out and then curves down like a roller coaster. Okay. Now we're gonna draw another line that goes in the opposite direction but curves down in a shorter. It's not as long. Actually, I'm gonna bring that down even a little bit farther.
You said not as long, but you made it longer.
Well, I mean not out as far.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now we will draw, extend this down, this line here, and just give it a little curve at the end. All right.
Oh, I should have made it longer.
That's all right. No, that works.
This should be interesting.
Okay. So now we're gonna do a little up and down zigzag, like this, to connect those two lines that we just did. Okay. Now we're gonna draw a horizontal line, about like this, and at the very end, possibly, depending on how you draw it, it's gonna have a little.
Ooh.
A little angle like that.
Just make it
As I always say, if yours is turning out in a different shape, that is just going to add character to it. All right, doesn't have to be perfect here. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line that kind of slopes down and then connects down like that.
That's kind of advanced.
It is a little bit advanced. That's probably as advanced as we're going to get here tonight.
106 shows, baby.
The rest of it is pretty easy. Now let's do a little line like that. And let's do another one like that. And then how about one more? Like that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
All right. So now we're going to draw a circle. Right there. And inside that circle, we're going to draw another circle.
I kind of want you to keep drawing more and more circles.
It's like zoom up and up. Right?
And more and more.
All right.
Oh, he's looking cute.
And then inside that circle, we are going to draw another circle. But this circle is going to be touching the edge of the last one, like that.
A pupil?
Yep. And then we're going to color in around that little circle.
Remember when I got my pupils dilated this week?
Yes. All right. Now we're going to draw a line. Can't describe it. Just going to go like this. Go around that eye like that.
Okay.
Okay. And then another line down.
Oh, you make it look so easy.
All right, now let's just draw 1, 2, 3 vertical lines.
Okay.
And then we're going to draw another vertical line right there. So as you figured out by now, we have the toucan going on. And it's gonna have a little homage to Toucan Sam from Froot Loops. And speaking of Froot Loops, we're gonna draw a stack of Froot Loops that he's balancing, just like the painting.
Makes sense.
Now, to do this, basically you're gonna draw kind of like rectangles with curved, rounded edges. So watch this, like just a little curve and then straight, just like that. And you're just gonna draw a bunch on top of each other. Just repeat it. And if they're kind of cockeyed or off to the side, it's just going to add to the precariousness of the balance. And at a certain point, if you want to get really risky, draw a Fruit Loop on its side like this.
Oh, that's kind of awesome.
And you're like, whoa, how is he doing that? It's impossible. And so this is an opportunity where you can kind of draw your stack however you would like.
You know what
And
made me laugh
maybe I
so
want
hard?
to do one. Now, here's a little tip. If you draw a squished circle like that, it gives it perspective that it looks like it's angled. See that little trick?
Do that. Yeah.
So if you draw a regular just old circle, it looks like it's straight on. But if you squish it, it gives it the effect that it's turned slightly away from you.
Oh man, I still don't really know how you did it, but squished it.
Let's draw an oval. Instead of a circle, draw an oval. And then inside that oval, draw another oval.
Okay.
And now it's now is where the fun part is for color. You can go ahead and add whatever colors you want to your.
I was laughing earlier because you were like, "Watch this," and then I'm like, "Oh, great! He's gonna do some like professional illustrator thing, you know." Which you kind of did with that oval one, but
a little bit.
You did.
Sometimes I struggle describing what I'm actually doing.
You do.
Those of you who've been around a while and you know about my bump outs and
the little
such.
Let's Draw dictionary that you have of terms.
What did I have today? Zigzags. We talked about zigzags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a fun one. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with these colors. That was one thing with Ed Emberley. Did you share something publicly about him recently?
Last week's Insider.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So one of Jason's favorite artists growing up, Ed Emberley, you had said that they said in the book, and it kind of accurately described it for you, is like he made illustrations and little drawings. He made like an alphabet for shapes of...
Yeah. It's like an alphabet for drawing.
An alphabet for drawing, just based on like different little ways that you do lines and whatnot. If you put them together, it makes like little pictures, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, that was the cool thing they said is like when you are drawing Spider-Man, you're copying what other artists have done with Spider-Man. But with Ed Emberley's stuff, he gives you kind of the bare bones alphabet, and you can use those to kind of create your own characters, and your guys turn out a little bit different than his. And that was what was kind of the magic, is he allowed there to be a little bit more creativity for the artist, for the kid or the grown-up.
Breaks it down, right?
Yeah.
Like so simple that you think, oh, this is no big deal. I can do this. Oh, I love how that color's popping off the green.
Yeah, cool. I went and do it's a little homage, like I said, to Toucan Sam. A little bit different than my painting. But that's what I like about this one, is this one really lets you get creative with the colors you want to use. Mm-hmm. So in a little bit, I'll give some little next level artist tips here.
How's yours coming, you guys? Is it going good?
You really might as well just do these with us, because otherwise you're just kind of sitting there.
Ooh, Barb's got a good question. Did Emberley do thumbprint art years ago?
He did. That was another thing. One of his books was
Barbara.
Doing thumbprints and then turning those into little characters as well.
Which you had shocked me with how many books he's written. It's like 50 published books.
Hundreds.
Oh my
goodness. At least 100
what?
Of these books. Okay, so mine, you might not be able to, depending on what kind of medium you're using, but if you want to make these Fruit Loops look a little bit more Fruit Loopy, here's a little tip. If you have the ability to go lighter, you can just draw little dots on the one side, and if you do them all on the same side, they will it'll be like the light. All right, now if you have can't go lighter, most people that are using crayons or markers, you can go darker. So then just do darker dots, and it just gives that little gritty cereal texture, right? Then the other thing you could do on the beak is if you go with a lighter color, you can put a little highlight here. I'm going to go even lighter than that so you can see it. And that'll make it
that looks cool.
pop a little bit because that beak is a little bit shiny, right?
Jenna found the fingerprint book.
Of course, she's
Good
on
job,
top of
Jenna.
it. She had a link to Boca earlier. I mean, that's
Epic Jenna.
next level.
Right? Mm-hmm.
All right, I am just about ready to finish up here. Of course, you can work on yours all night long. You could redo it again. Or you could go check out the over 100 Let's Draw. Right? That's part of the challenge every week. Every month, trying to come up with a new one. But there we go. There's our little toucan. How's yours look here, Kim?
Awesome.
Oh, that came out pretty good.
I could spend some more time on it, but not bad. It's super fun.
I like it.
Cool composition. Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, well, we did have some stuff submitted from the last few months,
Yes.
so I wanted to share. We get them from all over the place. So in December, we did a little reindeer, a little Rudolph, didn't we? And
that was
Kate
so
Bartel
sweet.
shared this one, and I love how she staged it with some
Little
holiday decor.
I love the eyes on that one. They're so
it's
sweet.
pretty adorable.
Yeah.
And then
So cool. Okay.
Dorothy and her daughter Stephanie, mother-daughter duo,
Nice.
did it together. And
is so
Stephanie's is on the left there, Dorothy. And Dorothy sends me emails every once in a while just to say how much she enjoys. She is very quick to say she does not consider herself an artist, but she really loves these segments because they give her confidence and she can follow along, and they always end out pretty decent. So
I love that
thank
she's
you,
doing
Dorothy.
it with her daughter.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, last month we did the Elvis bird singing. Remember the Elvis bird? That was a lot of fun.
You know, I find it ironic that Kristen, does she own the original of Boss Lady?
I
That's
think
a bird.
she does. That painting.
This would be a good little friend for Boss
it's like
Lady.
Boss Lady's boyfriend. And then Leah, my favorite thing about this is she literally drew it on a napkin or paper towel. That's what this is
epic.
about, you guys. This is just grab whatever's handy.
Very
Love
cool,
it.
Leah.
Rich had all the little audience
notes.
peeps in
Oh!
there, going on. Good job with that. And
love it.
his lovely wife Martha also contributed, and she added the little white jumpsuit,
I
which
love that.
killer
It's
points
so
for
cute.
that. Good job on that, Martha. That was epic.
So
So
fun.
please, let me say, if you drew your Toucan Balancing Froot Loops tonight, we sure would love to see it. Send it to kj@escapeadulthood.com.
Leah, paper towel art.
There you go.
Maybe that's the next book, is like art that you can make on paper towels.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or just make your art on paper towels. You don't even need a book about it, like a whole book. Just
I was thinking
draw.
about the fun print fingerprint
Yeah.
thing. You know, he's got 100 books. He might need, maybe Ed, well, Ed's passed away, but.
No, he's not.
Oh, is it?
He's still with us.
Oh!
Yes.
Yay!